All right, it's the rundown. What, October 20th? I nailed it, I think.
Close.
21. Damn.
What's that hat?
Brick by brick.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think I'm gonna throw a brick on the side too. Rundown is presented by NASCAR. NASCAR playoffs continue to deliver after one of the craziest races at Talladega. Denny Hamlin dominated Kansas yesterday. 4 more drivers were eliminated from the playoffs, now down to 8 with 4 races remaining. The next round of races includes short track at Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix before the field is cut to the Final 4 for championship race. They actually asked if we wanted to sponsor a car for Phoenix now. I don't know that we're going to have time to pull that together. This week we head to Martinsville, where wrecks and fights seem to happen every year as the pressure mounts for these drivers to lock in their championship spot. Be sure to tune in to the NASCAR playoffs this Sunday at Martinsville, 3 p.m. Eastern, NBC Sports Network, or witness it live by getting your tickets to an upcoming NASCAR playoffs race at NASCAR.com/tickets. NASCAR Fever. Catch it.
I didn't realize Spider loves NASCAR.
Loves it.
He was
Always
like,
has?
he was like
No,
yelling
he's new.
about
Yeah.
the race, and I kept on thinking something was happening in games.
Eventually, I think he's going to have a podcast. The name of it is awesome, Swapping Schemes.
Swapping.
Schemes.
Okay.
Very good. It's like paint schemes.
Oh.
Yeah, which
Got
is
it.
a huge thing.
Would you be mad if someone threw a brick at you, but it was like
Brick by
brick, brick.
What if someone just smashed you?
Like
in
if
the head
people
with a
start
brick?
throwing bricks at you, like I'm not saying they should, please don't. But if they did,
Well, there's a guy who
if they threw a brick at your head and they're like, "But Dave, that's brick by brick.
brick.
Like, we love you, dude. We love you so much. We're gonna just throw a bunch of bricks at your
Fucking
head."
Home Alone style. Just-
Yeah. Like you can't be mad at that. That's
No,
your say.
That's your brand.
Yeah. Just
They love you.
brick by
People
brick.
love you. I'll smash them with a
I don't
brick.
want
What if I
I
smash
don't
them with a
want
brick?
people to start doing that. But if they did, you can't be mad.
It would actually be great for the brand.
So a guy who's applying for a job who had the brick by which I'm wearing
Just
is
like a
who
fake
came
brick?
up with the
Oh,
logo.
let me see it. Let me see it.
These I'd be more at ease.
Can I see one?
He sent fake bricks. So
see?
these, I know.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah.
You knew that was gonna happen.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's not very smart because I got a fucking full thing of
Lot
bricks
more
here.
bricks.
Yeah. It's a brick off. Like, yeah. So I mean, yeah. Now he's holding them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm building
well,
back
I'm
up.
holding
I'm
too.
building back
Yeah,
up.
I'm
You
holding.
holding? I'm holding.
Hold on.
The office. Yeah.
Hold on.
Where the fuck did I put my? That's why I never lost a fumble in Pub Warner.
Or bought some fake bricks.
Here you go.
These are actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Brick by brick.
World Series, one of the all-time streams.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! The Houston Astros are going to the World Series! The Savages going out swinging! It couldn't have been a worse guy to blow it in the ninth. An abuser, a man who shot a gun at a woman, blows it in the bottom of the ninth in Houston. The Astros are going back to the World Series. A tough night for the Yankee fans across the world.
Carabas versus the Yankee fans. You can't have anything better. We had the worldwide of sports
Where's
thing.
Frankie? We need Frankie.
Unbelievable. 2-run home run to tie it up.
Corner's hit. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball into right. Back.
No! Get out! Let's go! Fucking go! Oh my God! Fucking go! Get back down! Oh!
The emotion and then to lose it.
So perfect.
Just an unbelievable time to be alive. For that. It's
it's-
why we stream. It's why we stream.
It's why we stream, and it was such a classic day where I was streaming when the Wisconsin lost to Illinois, and I was like, "You fucking sickos! Everyone watching this!" And
then you
then
turned
we got
around and did the
home, and
same
I
thing.
just was laying in bed watching the Yankee fans die, and it's the greatest thing in the world.
It's
Why we stream?
I mean, the Rockets' performance afterwards was just.
Oh.
It was great. And he knew it too, because I texted him after the LeMahieu home run, and I was like, fuck.
Which was an unbelievable at bat.
It
All
was.
credit to him.
I mean,
that was a crazy.
See, because
at bat.
LeMahieu was like a '90s Yankee.
Yeah.
He's like the type of Yankee that they think they have, and there's only one of them. But the
There's
Rocket was like,
Giancarlo
the Rocket was
Stanton's not.
legitimately
No.
happy and was like, now we get to walk it off.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
hates the Yankees.
But after the 2-run home run, he was like, no, this is a good thing because now we get to rip,
Did you
to
guys?
rip their hearts out.
Did you guys listen to Short Porch?
No.
Oh, so good.
I
They're
think
just
I'm gonna go
crying
home.
into the
I think I'm gonna
microphone.
go home and like listen alone. I'm gonna
They-
get like nice and sexy
Kevin,
with myself and just
Did
listen
they
to you
record
guys
it right
cry.
after?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was so like.
Did you cry?
Hubs was like.
Hubs cried, right?
I didn't.
You guys
Hubs'
crying?
Cry.
voice when he was just like, oh,
I was broken.
like I hope I get hit by a car tonight.
The thing that's crazy is the Yankees of like the Tommy and the Hubs generation.
They got nothing.
They're
I know.
losers.
So that's
They're
why
like
I
the
just
old
said this
Red
on.
Sox.
I said they're like the Braves now. They make the playoffs all the time and they can't get over the hump.
We have 09 and
Which
I mean, that's like
that's it.
20
You have your
years
one.
ago.
Yeah, you
That's
have your one.
literally 20 years ago.
No, it's
10
10,
years.
but it's one title in 20 years.
yeah, it's not the Yankee way. They have to start winning
But
more.
no,
But
but it
what-
is
what
the
is-
Yankee
what-
way.
what does the Yankee
like
way
when,
mean to
when,
you?
When are you gonna
Like,
just understand
roof
that?
and
What
like,
year were you born?
Yeah.
96, which was the start of a dynasty.
So you don't have any
Nothing.
memories.
None of these kids. It's like that
No.
little kid on the video that we have on there who's
Great.
just like ranting and raving. It's like
I'm telling you now, this is not going to be a family-friendly video. Let's get in the first thing. I watched about every single game in this season. About 182. Yeah, I watched every single game, and you have a fucking second grader hit a fucking home run to go to the World Series. Let me get the Chapman. Woo, I can throw 100. Well, guess what? You fucking suck. You suck. I don't want Stanton anymore. He can go fuck himself, all right? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. You always fucking hurt. You loser. Sit on a fucking bench somewhere else. You know what? I want Garrett Cole, this free agency, all right? If we don't have Garrett Cole, I'm going to fucking kill myself, all right? Listen to me now, all right? Take a chill pill. I'm not going to take a chill pill because I don't give a fuck. Because I don't give a fuck. Because you want to know something? DJ, clutch the fuck up and went pop, fucking home run. Fuck you. And you know what? You want to know something? Fuck Garrett Cole. Fuck Verlander. They all suck. And I hope they fucking all lose. Let's go, Nats. Fuck you. And fuck this hat.
you're just a fan of a nothing team.
At what point will you just be like, the Yankee way is now that we like
Well,
lose
no,
the playoffs?
because they're still making the playoffs every year, basically.
right, like the Braves.
But we're going to sign Garrett Cole this offseason, maybe trade for Francisco Lindor, and we'll be back next year better than ever.
Yeah, you guys will always be in the mix because of, Cashman is good and you'll have the wallet, so you'll always
They
make the
have
playoffs.
to win the World Series next year. They have to.
They have-
spoiler alert, they won't.
They're not
No, they
gonna.
will.
They're gonna lose again.
This
There's
was
a
a
lot of other
wake-up
question
call.
marks
This
with
was
that
a
team
wake-up
now.
call.
It's not just like add Cole and you're good to go. They've got a lot of decisions to make. Really.
It's also such a shame that Joe Madden used every single good pitch out of Aroldis Chapman's arm.
That
It's
guy
just
that
not
sucks.
true. He's had
Stinks.
3 very
That
good years.
sucks.
I mean, he's
He
had 3 very good
stinks.
years. The
That
Yankees now think he's a
sucks.
Gleyber
He
Torres.
used
He's
them
going to be a
all.
stud
He
for
used them
20
all
years.
up in 16.
What did you guys think of Carbis versus Frankie?
You've never gotten it from him. That's the one thing that you seek
That's
and you'll never
1,000% incorrect.
get. Is it?
1,000% incorrect.
You're
I've never gotten
literally
validation from Dave
his-
Portnoy.
Good eye, Gio.
So are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Isn't it funny that there's
Isn't it funny that you
stream
didn't-
unless I'm here? There's a fucking Yankees Astros game and it gets canceled unless I'm here, Frankie.
Well, no, they went to the game.
because you're not interested
Well, no, they went to the
enough
game.
to have a stream.
Well, no, they actually went to the
Frankie.
game.
Yeah, because they got canceled because I wasn't.
If the Yankee fans weren't here.
Well, no, they weren't here because they were
It's
at
not
Penn State
interesting
doing
enough.
stuff.
Bush wasn't
Everyone,
here,
no,
Big
the
Al
problem
wasn't
is that
here.
everyone here does multi-stuff at the
Yeah.
company. You only talk about baseball. So,
Yeah.
like, when you aren't here to do baseball, you just go home.
Yeah.
So, like, he was at Penn State doing college football.
Big
Big
Ev
Ed was at Penn State doing college football.
Yeah.
We were all doing stuff.
Right.
When baseball's not being played, you just sit home.
No, that's
and you
not
have, like, the
right.
strep throat. Oh, mommy and daddy.
Right.
No,
The
I have to go to
stream
Saugus and
got
watch my Chinese
canceled
food. And I got to eat my
because I
Chinese
couldn't
food
be here,
at
Frankie.
Saugus
You're
Rocket
not
because I'm a rocket.
interested.
Because I'm 5'5" feet tall and I have to go watch baseball.
Yeah.
Because I'm a national writer. Because I'm a national writer. And all I get to do is talk about baseball.
Frankie
I
won
thought
that
someone
battle.
was gonna like throw hands.
Yeah, Frankie won that battle, but Carabas won the war.
By the virtue of the game outcome.
I just said his name wrong because you always say it wrong.
I will say Carabas is slant. And Carabas has never made us wrong about anything. His argument on not doing why he was at the game in the front row is one of the most preposterous arguments I've ever heard.
What?
Well, like we canceled the stream on Friday, was it?
Right.
Because, well, Hubs came up to me and he's like, most of the Yankee people are gone, which they were. They're like Ev and Mush were at Penn State. He's like, and Carabas is sick, so can we just go? It was just him and Tommy. I'm like, fine. If it was those two and Carabas, that's a funny stream, like the three of them just sitting there. And Carabas was legitimately sick all week.
Right.
And then he just showed up in the front row of the game, being healthy.
I think it's a bad look to whenever you miss work to then like be at the
Front
party.
rows.
Yeah, no practice, no play.
But I don't think he, like I don't think he knew that the stream was like dependent upon him.
He said, well, no, he knew, like, we were very clear he was going to be on all streams. He agreed with it. His rationale is we shouldn't have assumed he was sick, which is preposterous when you've been out for 3 days with a real
Did anyone
sickness.
ask him?
Nobody asked him, like, but he wasn't here. He missed work.
Right. But he is right that, like, he can now hold that over Yankee fans, being like, you guys don't have a stream without me.
But there was
'Cause that
only
is kinda
two
true.
of them. There's only two of them, and streams are 1,000% better when you have butting heads.
Absolutely. But don't you think?
Like if
So
other
Frankie-
Yankee fans were here, we would have done it.
Yeah,
It was just two.
Frankie won the
Yeah, I mean,
first.
we've done like electric chairs with like one person before.
Yeah. Frankie won the first battle, but I think if you watch the stream, Carabas almost had Frankie in tears.
Oh! Double him off! Oh my God, what a double play! Oh, just good, clean baseball. A double play to end the inning. Oh. Stand up for that one. You gotta stand up.
Dive for strength.
That's just good, clean fun.
How you grab the far off the bag, pull up.
Yeah, I think there was more leading up to that face-to-face.
That's
too.
real beef, huh?
Yeah, that's real beef.
Where's Frankie right now?
They don't like each other.
Foreplay, Jared's
I don't think that there's coming back from that. I don't think they're like gonna hate each other, but
Yeah,
they'll never be friends again.
You can tell when there's real beef because it's like, you could feel the
animosity.
tension.
But
There's
I
one
can't
video
tell
there.
if Carabas is a lunatic, like, or delusional. Like no matter what, I've never heard him say he's wrong about like anything.
No, but that's his best.
Well, he
quality,
is
though.
your son.
I was gonna say. That's,
But I
that's
mean,
what you do too.
I know I almost have broke my arm like 10 times during my Barstool career to be like, hand up, first one to admit I'm wrong. I do.
It's sick that he like thinks
He
it.
thinks that.
Yeah. Like you actually believe that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I do.
Like you are so similar to Jared.
No, I am not. I would never skip work and then show up in the second
You
row and be like,
always-
what? What's that all about?
Yeah. Yes, you would.
No,
In
I
some
would
way
not.
or another, like
That
you miss,
part, but
you
you
miss
saying
work
you
and then
admit
be in
when you're
Nantucket
wrong
or
is
something like
crazy.
This fucking hat right here.
You
yeah,
saying
but
you
if
admit
I
when
did
you're
that,
wrong.
I wouldn't play off the excuse. He doesn't even. He's like, what? Why is that even?
He shouldn't have done that because that's just like a basic work thing, like in general, like you don't
was
miss
Ferris
work and then go
Bueller.
out. But
Yeah.
but I think that like them being like we're gonna go to the game because Jared can't do it was more like they didn't want to do the stream, they wanted to go to the game.
Tommy,
they use that as
you're
like,
part of this.
Well, no, I mean, we would have done either. I do think getting content in the bleachers and stuff was good.
It was
like,
not
we're up
nearly as
there.
good. Two people on the those two together. It's like, all right,
Right,
this
but
is
yeah, we didn't. I mean, we did streams with just Yankees for the Twins, but that was like there were seven
again
of us.
very clearly. It was told me. Hubs came up to me in the morning. He's like, a lot of the people gone. It's only me and Tommy. And Jared is sick. So can we go to the game? I was like, okay, fine. And then Jared was sitting in the second row. I'm like, what the fuck?
But if they had said like you just don't think that they needed to reach out because he was sick all week. So
Correct.
You think it's okay to assume?
I think it's 100% an
He
assumption.
didn't come in and do radio Friday.
He's missed three.
He said he did this section 10 or
He
sorry,
did like
9,
a
though.
podcast from home, but I mean but we were out Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. He was really
Friday
sick.
night game.
Yeah, you got to
Yeah,
assume
yeah,
he's
yeah.
sick.
Right.
What were you guys mad at him during the stream? Like, was
I
there?
wasn't personally. Like I knew he was just
Yeah.
doing what he had to do, but I was more just mad at the game and the Yankees.
Yeah.
His call was great.
His call was fantastic.
An abuser.
Whatever.
A woman, a man who
Brought
fired
to
a
you-
gun at a woman.
Yeah.
We are brought to you by FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook is now live in Jersey, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania. New users, when you sign up with promo code STOOL, you get a free $25 bonus for just sign up. FanDuel is also running the goddamn 5K contest for Pats Jets tonight. 5K entry, 5K prize pool, Barstool merch for top 10 finishers. Sign up at FanDuel.com/GD Jets. Do you have any confidence tonight?
To like win?
I don't know. What do you think's going to
I
happen?
have a new system, and the system picks the Jets.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My system, though, is I actually think tonight's a close game.
Yeah, I think
but when I
usually-
think that, the Patriots blow
Usually blow
teams
them out. I think that like they usually have a game a year with the Pats where they play close. I think that Sam Darnold is cooking a little bit. What's the spread?
10. Patriots offense has been not great.
I mean, Fights were saying if you watch the games, I haven't seen it the same way you guys are watching, but they're still like blowing people out and putting up numbers. It's not like they're like
but like the
winning,
Giants,
like,
the Giants, they had no
9-6.
business covering. They haven't looked great on offense. Their defense looked very good. But again, this is when I expect, like, remember the butt fumble game? I distinctly remember being like, oh, this is going to be a close game. So who knows? NFL, what else? What are the Bears? They stink. They stink, Dan. They stink.
It's over.
And then they're getting mad.
Yeah.
Season's over. I mean, they're not good enough. Their offense is
They stink.
their offense is horrifically bad. They haven't had. They're the only team left in the NFL who hasn't had a 300-yard performance on offense.
They stink.
They
Got,
are horrifically,
somebody threw out there Cam Newton.
horrifically bad. I don't know why people are saying, why would the Panthers trade Cam Newton? Like, their Mariota thing makes sense. It's just bad. I don't know.
In hindsight, it would have
So
been
now-
better if you took Mahomes.
The Mahomes part, okay. The Mahomes one, Watson, you can say Mahomes is revisionist history because people were
Well,
like,
I said-
Big 12 quarterback.
I said in hindsight.
Yeah, in hindsight, yes.
No. Yeah,
Yes,
but
I'd agree.
that one's gonna stink.
But the
So what do-
Bears
what do you
are
do now?
destined to never have a franchise quarterback. So it's like, even, I've said this before, but even if they drafted Mahomes, he would have been hit by a bus.
Yeah, I've often felt that way with the Jets. But then when Sam Darnold came back last week and like played well, I was like, wait a minute, maybe, because I thought it was a wrap with him too.
Yeah,
I
what
thought
we
the
do
mono
now,
thing was gonna be the beginning of the end.
I don't know.
And
Matt
the-
Nagy's like, now I'm questioning him. He said in his press conference today, I know we have to run the ball more. I'm not an idiot. Well, you ran the ball 7 times, and you spent all of the bye week talking about how you have to run the ball more. Like, I don't know what happens to him in the game, but
He's
just
like us when we get ready to place a bet.
Yeah,
You can
and
talk
then-
all you want, but when the lights turn on, who knows what you're bringing.
right. And then he's like, well, we weren't able to get yards on the running game. Well, you didn't even try. You tried 7 times.
I feel like you just need a regime change again. It's like, well, just blow
Well,
it up.
that's the
You might as well
problem.
just blow it all up again.
Like, pushing all the chips in the middle and doing the Khalil Mack trade, like,
Raiders
you
look
can't.
pretty
You can't
smart.
not. Yeah,
you
can't, yeah.
now are kind of just stuck where you have to try to win this year, next year, the year after, and then it's hit the reset.
Poor Eddie. That's as sad as I've seen him.
Okay, Bears post-game report here. Bears got demolished by the Saints. Now I'm legitimately sad. I don't know how we're gonna. How do you even watch 10 more games of that if that's the kind of effort they're gonna put out? Honestly, have not seen a game like that since. That felt very much like Trustman's second year in those primetime games. It was just depressing. We were getting made fun of. We were getting clowned on, saying our guys are too short. I don't know. I just don't. Why can't we ever find a quarterback? Like, if you flip like a coin, heads or tails, you know, I don't know how many quarterbacks we've drafted, but sooner or later, one's supposed to, I don't know, we're supposed to hit on one, right? I don't know. I'm down. I'm very down.
He's just.
It's.
like-
I was texting with him last night. I was just like, I don't know what we do. Like, we're just.
and you
Stop.
got
You're
your
in the
players.
ultimate limbo.
You got your players that will skip ahead, but you got like Tarik Cohen. So the Saints clowned him for being like short. Everyone saw it. It was like a viral clip.
That was like the meanest thing I've ever
Our
seen.
Yeah.
Twitter accounts just like, this is worse. I think they show the clip and they're like, this is worse for the Saints than Bountygate. Pretty normal, harmless. And he's shooting back all the Bears, being like, this
Allen
is
Robinson's
so
been
corny.
all night online being mad.
Oh, really? It wasn't just him.
Yeah,
No.
Allen
Because
Robinson
I was okay with
responded
his
saying it
response,
was
just being
corny.
like, yeah, whatever, I'm short.
Yeah, well, say
But-
to them, how about not losing my fit? I mean, it's easy to say, but like a little bit of what I would call displaced anger.
No,
Like,
I'd agree.
yeah.
I'd agree.
You're
I
not mad
mean,
at me,
Allen
you're
Robinson
mad.
has the right to be angry because he's like the one guy who produces on offense. But yeah, I mean, it's a shit show.
You can't be
It's-
doing that after. When
Right,
you're-
when you
It's
get
bad.
your ass
Yeah.
whipped.
And they're
Like-
gonna
like
beat. They'll
when
beat the
J-
Chargers.
Jamal Adams
Chargers
chirping back
are
at me like 4 weeks because they
Right,
finally won.
right.
You have to do that after a win, not
They'll
a
beat the
loss.
Chargers. So next Monday, I'll be like, "Ooh, Bears are back."
I don't want to keep this depressing, so we'll try to cheer it up and move along to college.
Tua got
Wisconsin.
hurt.
Wisconsin
That was a big story.
and South Carolina beat Georgia last week.
Yep.
Wisconsin 30-point favorites. We were talking maybe whether you take a flyer on them national championship. A stunning loss.
All right, so they got a field goal coming up. 4 seconds left.
How long is the field goal?
Probably 40. Unbelievable. I cannot believe we're going to lose this game.
I mean, I apologize, Big Cat. What's the score?
23-21!
That's a very important question.
$39. So it's a guaranteed hit.
What hash?
No, middle. Guaranteed hit.
Don't yell at him.
And he's a fucking awesome kicker, too.
Do you guys want to update your top 10s, I guess?
Tua got hurt.
He did, but he's only going to miss like a week.
I feel like we.
South Carolina, Georgia was a big upset.
I feel like you were
Did
just
you see my
saying,
retweets on
like,
Saturday? I just went and searched
As many as
everything.
possible.
Just bury it. That's the old Dave Portnoy. That you know where that is. That's the Egerton Shark move.
Yeah. Just blog it down. Get it off the page.
He never admits he's wrong though.
I think you're right though.
No,
that it was-
I on that particular blog,
Oh,
Dan, I handed it up. I'm like, that is not a real shark once I realized it.
I think he's right that that's your worst loss.
No, because
The stakes weren't
again,
quite there.
That's the
again,
most
no,
stunning
Yeah,
loss.
it
yeah,
is,
no,
but
you
it's
can
still
lose
not
to
the
Duke,
worst.
like you said.
Being up
That
at
was-
halftime of the national championship game will never, I'll never like have that leave my memory. And again, I know people won't believe this, but Dave, you know that I am, as much as I get excited about Wisconsin football and basketball, I know deep down they're never going to win a national title. So, as bad as that loss was, I knew a bad loss was coming. I didn't expect this one.
This is a bad
But
loss.
now that it's happened, it's almost freeing because, like, well, we got that out of the way.
I would have bet, no joke, if someone said I will give you $100,000, but you have to put your life on Moneyline Wisconsin, I would have taken that bet. I would be dead.
You know, Illinois
That's how
didn't-
stunning it was.
Illinois
to me.
didn't even run a offensive play in the red zone.
Unbelievable. Just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, Wisconsin, like they dominated them and they just had a
Yeah.
few plays that they fucked up.
Like they're right. That was what almost was more stunning. They were like winning the whole time till it was
Right.
over. Just crazy.
yeah, they still have not been trailing for 1 second this year. Name another team that's done that.
The Boomer
Probably
Sooner,
like all the other
that fell
good
down.
teams.
That was something.
was
That was a
great.
good clip that you got to see. And then Michigan fucked me in the face. They continue to do that because I'm off of them. And I actually tweeted. Everyone was chirping me when it was 21-0 Penn State. So I tweeted everyone giving me shit about Michigan. Fuck you because they're dead to me. And I bet on Penn State. And then obviously Michigan loses by 7.
Is it Notre Dame week?
I don't
No.
know. I don't know.
Is it?
You know,
This is a.
Until we beat Ohio State.
It's tough too because this is
We're playing Notre Dame this week.
in the big house. It's tough too because Harbaugh, like, and I love Harbaugh, but that halftime quote. Did you see that halftime
No.
quote? They said that Harbaugh told his team this will be your finest hour, like kind of like storming like Normandy, and then to not have that, like that felt like a last ditch effort. And they were actually
Yeah, I know.
the better team for 3
I
quarters of
know.
that game.
I knew I was dead. I knew second quarter what was happening. I was like,
Right.
this is going to be, they're going to
You
lose.
bet against your team,
Yeah,
and they're
now-
going to lose,
yep.
and you're not going to cover.
Correct, exactly.
Which is the worst.
And I was never more confident though. They fucking, you see, they started the game with like a timeout because they needed to delay a game. I was like, what is going on?
Yes. If Notre Dame embarrasses you guys.
Well, I don't care.
No, I was gonna say Notre Dame, you'll care.
No, I don't.
Because like I understand
It's
that you're giving up on
bullshit
the
that you don't
program,
care.
but
It
Notre
is
Dame
bullshit. I
It's
don't
bullshit
like
that
it.
you
I
don't
know.
care.
I know.
Because I
It's
care.
not fair.
And you don't
Whenever
care.
something goes bad for you, you just say
You
I
just
don't
say I
care
don't
about
care.
it.
No. What?
Yeah.
It's only Michigan.
No.
I care very. I didn't.
He'll do it with.
I
Like,
didn't. I wasn't never like when the Patriots lose Super Bowl. I'm like, I don't.
No, I know
that's
that.
the one thing. Like that's
that's
the one
in the
that young kids
Super
care
Bowl.
about.
No,
They don't really
college
care.
football is different because it's
No,
like
you
I
just
play
go
to
to
win
the
the
Bruins.
championship.
What?
Like in college football, once you lose and you're like done, it's like I'm not Notre Dame. I don't play for Cheerio Bowls. I play for national titles. So it's like once
But
we're
you
out.
don't though.
Well, I do. Once we're out, we're out.
But
We
when?
lose. I cared when we lost to Wisconsin, and they. It's like, all right, now I'm done with them. Now I have out of pride. I don't care till we beat Ohio State. I will care in the.
It's bullshit. You don't.
And then
care.
you're
I'm
back
sorry.
in.
I'm just being honest. Isn't that what you want? Honesty?
No.
That's what this world
Bullshit.
wants. Sue Craven versus Michael Beasley. Malik Beasley. I couldn't read my writing. So Beasley plays for the Nuggets. Sue Craven, is he on the Broncos? Is he in the league? I don't know.
Used to be in the league.
Used to be. They got in a fight. I guess Beasley's dating an Instagram girl who he has a girl with. They met in a hotel lobby, had a fight. Craven won the fight. Then Craven's riding around on a bicycle throughout the streets of Denver, being like, I just whipped that dude's ass. Little athlete on athlete violence. Little Instagram, very new age story. Instagram model, fights, bikes, selfies, stories, TMZ.
I feel like there's not really a girl worth all this, right? This must be some
Well,
chick.
I mean, they probably in the history of the world, that's probably been said a lot.
Yeah, it's true.
I just feel
It's
like
not
yeah,
like,
it's
I
not
mean,
worth it, bro.
Yeah,
for
right.
the-
I mean,
for-
Athena, who's the face that launched 1,000
Troy?
ships? Yeah, I mean, at the end, when a billion people were dead, they're like, she probably wasn't worth that.
Yeah, that was
I just
probably
feel
a
like when you're-
little
when
bit
it's-
of an
when it's like
overreaction.
normal guys or whatever, but when you're both pro athletes or former pro athletes, it just feels like
The heart wants what the heart wants.
Yeah,
That's a
true.
quote. Horny arrest.
Oh, yeah? You like that? You like that? Yeah?
This girl's getting arrested, moaning, just grinding all over this cup. Great move by the girl.
It was hot.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Really
where
hot.
was this?
Don't know. Streets.
The streets.
It was
There's probably
really
got to be
hot.
some sort of porn out there that starts this way, you'd think.
Well, like cop porn?
Yeah,
I'd
the
hope
cops aren't
so.
porn.
Yeah, I'm saying most definitely. Oh yeah, this is.
The talking is what did it.
Yeah.
Definitely. She's gonna regret that.
I mean,
one.
it's hot.
Yep, big time.
He's definitely boned up.
Yeah, I mean.
How
that
can
guy,
you not be boned up?
I'd probably just
That's
let her. I'd
probably
let her
his
go.
fantasy.
I'd be like, all right, fine. never
Yeah,
mind.
yeah. Yeah, he's got to be so pissed that it was a public area.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had to like
And with phones
follow
and everything.
protocol.
Yeah, back in the
protocols
day,
for
that
the
was like,
birds.
okay, never mind.
Last story here. Brady. So there's a video that came out on Netflix, Paul Rudd, like movie or show. And he's coming out, and there's a massage behind it, and they're like, hey, did it help you? He's like, yeah, it's the best thing ever. This is my 6th time, something to that effect. The producers of this show should be massacred.
No, because I watched the show, and if you watch the show, the joke
If you
is
watch the
not
clip, it looks
about.
bad.
Yeah. If you watch the clip, it's. But Hank said that it was actually like a producer for WEI put that clip out there to like troll the internet.
Well, then
there's
that
definitely a
person
big
should.
Boston
No,
media.
but that's a funny move by him.
Whoever is responsible for the clip I saw should be killed.
Okay.
But I mean, the clip is the clip.
The clip is a clip, but the show, like I watched the show, I've watched the first 2 episodes. I saw it, and it never once dawned on me because the joke is about Brady.
Right.
Because the premise of the show
Right.
is you go get cloned, and they kill your former self, and that's why he's like, yeah, I've been cloned 6 times, which is a joke about Brady never aging and winning Super Bowls.
But
That's
I
my
s-
theory, by the way.
Right.
That came to life.
Right.
I saw the clip, and I thought, without any context, and I'm
you
like,
should kill you on murder.
and I knew instantly, I'm like, Brady would never do this because he was just never would. So he was ever trying to connect.
But also, it was filmed prior to any massage parlor shit anyway.
No, it actually wasn't.
Oh, wow.
The script was 4 years prior. It was filmed in front of a green screen, so he had no idea what the back was.
Do you think
I want whoever did that killed?
Do you think Mr. Kraft watched that clip and was like, Tom, I didn't know you get down?
6 times.
I'm not going to comment on that. I just don't comment on anything about
Blame
that.
and shame media.
The USA Today, which is pretty mainstream, says Patriots QB Tom Brady spoofs Robert Kraft with a cameo at massage parlor. So I mean, it's not just.
I think it's just again. I think it's this type of media atmosphere that you create. The blame and shame media atmosphere that's kind of percolated for a while. I think there's a lot of things that are said that are taken out of context that you choose to make a headline of, as opposed to understand what it's actually about. Have you seen it?
Yeah, right.
That was a good line by Brady.
Yeah, it is.
The blame and shame media.
No, it was disgusting.
If you rhyme something, I'm automatically like, that makes sense.
You're right. You're right.
I just wanted on the record, my official stance is anybody who tried to make Tom look bad, Mr. Kraft look bad, they should be killed.
Blame and shame is like, that's the Barstool motto.
Yeah,
really.
blame and shame.
Blame and
Yeah.
shame.
Should we get Jared on the after show? Is he out of radio?
He's just gonna. I've already had it out with him
You did?
on stool scenes. I mean, it didn't have it out. It's just like beating a head against the wall. He's never gonna see.
Yeah, you have to. It's fighting yourself. Yeah. It's a dog barking at itself.
His main point of it was our responsibility to see if he was healthy when he had been out for 3 days, including today, as opposed to him being like, "Hey, I'm feeling better."
I'm more curious about the Frankie angle.
Oh, whether they truly hate each other.
Yeah.
They definitely don't like each other.
I don't get his "you need me" for the stream, though. He's the baseball guy. He almost hates the Yankees as much as he likes the Red Sox. It's a very natural, part of it.
Is he going to be doing the World Series
He's
streams?
right here. Yeah, he will, but it's like that.
You
again,
and Frankie, was that real?
Yeah, he pissed me off a lot.
Why?
He came up to my desk before the stream and started talking shit off camera. So it was real. I was like, all right, if that's what you want to do, then you're my target, not Hubs. I didn't even say anything to Hubs on that stream. Really.
The rocket locks in.
Yeah.
Target acquired.
Yeah, he was being like a fucking asshole before the stream even started for no reason. I just kind of sat down at my desk. I was sipping on my tea, getting ready for the broadcast, and I was like, okay, if that's what you want to do, then that's what we're gonna do.
You're welcome to the
If
Thunderdome.
you don't want the smoke, don't come at the rocket.
Yeah.
Drinking your tea.
Drinking my tea to get prepared.
He's just trying to enjoy his tea.
Yeah.
And Frank, you
So
got it.
what'd you have?
It was like a throat infection. I had a fucking golf ball over here. But I'm here.
Well, you're fine now.
Oh, I mean, I'm fine enough, yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. What are you laughing at, Tommy?
Do you want to talk about anything else?
What?
I thought him saying I'm fine enough.
Yeah. No, I think
Tommy,
that's it.
great pump-up speeches
I think
by
that's
you.
it.
They weren't dead. We got Gino Urshela, the next man up. We got Frank Garner, the captain of the team. And we got the fucking team. Let's go! I won a fucking baseball game. That went surprisingly well. What did you say?
If the Yankees would have won, that would have really.
Do you think you should have been wearing your pinstripes?
No.
Do you think you should have gone back to the bird shit?
No. Lost 3 in a
Do you think that maybe none of this matters and that the Yankees are just prone to choking in the playoffs the past 2 decades and that's just the team?
He said
they
they
want?
have to win a World Series next
I
year.
think the Astros had a superior team and played a better series.
No
Yeah, I
doubt.
mean, you weren't
But
gonna
then
be cold
when I talked to you before, 2 weeks ago, when I was like, you guys are not going to beat the Astros, you're like, yeah, we are.
Yeah, you guys definitely thought it
we
was
have a
your
bunch
year.
of savages
True
in our
or
lineup.
false, you thought you were going to win the World Series.
But this was off camera.
I thought they were going.
Yeah, but you were I said, the Astros are better than you, and you're like, we have savages in the lineup.
It felt like the Yankees year, yeah.
Yep.
And the
No,
Astros
it didn't.
were just better.
The Astros are just.
I never felt like
much-
the Yankees year.
No,
It
the-
always
it's
felt like the
year.
Astros were the best
Yeah,
team.
the Astros when they went and got Greinke too was like
I
their
think the
far
Astros
superior
have
team.
their hands full with the Nats.
Oh, absolutely, but I'm saying in the AL, I never thought it was
Yeah, no, I
the
think they
Yankees
do.
year.
I think
By
they
the
do.
way, Dave.
No.
I think if the Nats play like
Scherzer's
they
like
played.
plus 170 tonight?
Is it the World Series starts tonight?
They're tomorrow
Tuesday.
night. Tomorrow night.
Oh. Scherzer versus Cole. It's a disservice not to take Scherzer.
Correct. That's one of those ones.
just a value.
If I'm going to
You
be
have no
sharp,
choice.
you just have to take
You have
it.
no choice because you're never going to get him at bat ever again.
Yeah, I saw some stat when he was a rookie in Detroit.
You have no choice but to take that. I will take that.
I will absolutely take it. My system says play it. That's it, right there.
All right.
All right, so are you and Frank going to fight?
He would never fight me.
What would you do if they actually fist fought? Would there be
In
suspensions?
the office?
Yeah.
I'd have to see how it laid out.
When-
I'm
when-
very
when-
anti-fist
so when
fighting.
they were nose to nose, I thought somebody was going to
Well, it was
slap
on
the
the
person in
stream,
face.
so
Yeah.
I was not.
So if Jared just slapped him in the face, what would you have done?
Oh, I would never hit him
Or,
first.
or what if Frankie slapped him in the face?
You can't do that. That's a major problem.
Did you get fired for that?
You got to go home?
Yeah, it's like David.
What?
That isn't.
From the real world.
Yeah, that's a slap.
Yeah.
Remember? He opened the door, closed it, and whacked.
Irene, that girl was a lunatic.
It wasn't David. It was the black
It was
guy.
the skinny black guy.
Yeah.
No, Steven.
Steven.
Steven and
He's
Irene.
like, we could never be together because you're gay.
Yeah,
And
and
he
whack.
And he took the teddy bear
Yeah.
that he had stolen
And
from
and
her.
he like chased the car down,
Yeah.
right? He was like, wait, one more thing. Open the
No,
door,
can't
slap,
have that.
Close it.
I've said that there. You can.
That's how
There's
you know she
that's
struck a
a
chord, by the
line in
way.
the sand you cannot have. Can't have.
Physical contact.
Tried to eat Adam's skull.
So would
Can't
someone
have
get fired?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah,
possibly.
remember
Yeah.
when they like
an open-handed slap like that?
Yeah,
I think so.
there was something
Yeah.
that happened like a couple years ago where you were like, yeah, if someone actually hits someone, you're fired.
Yeah, it has to be like both parties agree to physical violence before you can have physical violence.
What if like
You don't stand for something, you fall for anything.
what if like Nate slapped Big F?
Watch out. Last time this exact analogy came up, Nate got brought into it, and Nate jumped down my throat.
For what?
Do we really want to go down this rabbit hole again?
Yeah, what happened? I don't remember.
It was the
I don't
noogie incident. He didn't want to be noogied. He says, I'm making that up. Remember when he had the noogie punch? Right.
Thanks for having me, Dave.
You're welcome. The Braun is selling.
On the hair plug.
That was so
Oh my God. That's the rundown. The rundown's over. That was the most disrespectful thing. That was the most disrespectful thing that's ever happened to you.
He touched my head.
That
He
was
gave you a
so.
noogie
He just
on your hair
plugs. That was the most disrespectful thing I've ever
He
seen.
spit on your face. It
Oh
wouldn't have been as bad
my
as
God.
Nate's a wild card.
Like, I don't want to overreact here, but
That was the most-
noogieing the boss's hair plugs is
What a
that is
move.
the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen.
He noogied me and then didn't want to get noogied back. But he says that's not true.
People forget that Nate actually injured you with the noogie.
Your hand, your knuckles.
Yes, I just got my
I
skin
feel like
back.
that's why the punishment never.
It's like
it was
I have
supposed
a
to be like
scar.
100 days in a row or whatever,
I have a
right? You
scar.
never. You just
Well,
like,
yeah,
I don't want to do
was
this
noogiing
anymore.
him so hard, I was to the bone. His head's like some sort of weird, like fucking alien type skin. All right, there it is. Past Jets tonight.
That was the last one I had.